That's going on in the country.
Brenda, you making too much noise.
I need to do what?
You're making too much noise.
Boy, be quiet.
I'm nervous. What's up, everybody? Can everybody hear me?
Today we'll check out the
Can everybody hear me clearly? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
we can hear you clearly.
I'm not talking to you. I'm
Okay.
in this. I'm not in my studio tonight. I am out of town. I am in Sacramento, California, for my fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated retreat this weekend. Victory, yes, I will be at church in the morning. Yes, I will. I will be at church in the morning on time. All right. I am in my hotel room and I am chilling and learning more about my fraternity and doing things of that nature. So, you all, I'm not going to be able to see a lot of you all comments because, yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not on my computer. I am on my cell phone. That's Brenda with all that loud noise. She is so disruptive and disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
Y'all, I told her if she make too much noise. Did you hear what she said? Boy, shut up. Y'all hear y'all hear my co-host talk to me?
Hear that.
Mm-hmm. Miss Grisham. All right, you all. Hey, Pastor Wheelock. Hey, everyone. Oh, y'all, that's right. And it's so small on there. Hey, Pastor Wheelock. Hey, Titus Ministries. Hey, everybody. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. If I touch this, I'm scared. Okay. There you go. Hey, Shawnee. Hey, Shawnees. Hey, y'all.
Marty, I'm
Hey,
not
everybody.
tagged.
Brenda, yeah, I'm positive you are.
No,
You said
honey.
it. You say that every week, and you be tagged every week. Okay.
No,
All
I'm
right.
looking right now.
Okay. Well,
Can you text her, please? Don't do me like that.
she's on. Alice, would you please
Oh,
tag
she just
Brenda?
did it.
I knew it was coming.
I did it a while ago.
She did it a
Thank
while ago.
you.
Hey, Delisha.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. I thank God for my engineer, my niece. Even though I'm not at home, I'm not in our studio, she's going to make sure that she takes care of Uncle Marty. She's such a sweet member and a great niece. I appreciate it. All right. We've had, how many homicides have we had this week in Oakland, Brenda?
I think just one. The young lady they found in the hills. That one's just heartbreaking. Yeah. You know, I've been dealing with all this other stuff, so.
Okay. So I'm sure all of you are. Come on, Brenda. How was your day? What you do today? I know you've been to some press conferences today.
Was at the courthouse for
a few people today.
The courthouse for a rally for the Reinhardt family and other families who lost loved ones, and got a lot going on with the DA's department. So I was out there supporting them.
Yeah, the DA. Okay. Yeah. The DA. Okay. All right. Okay, you all. Yeah, it's been a lot going on in Oakland this week, and I hope y'all not looking up my nose or whatever. I don't have any props here, y'all.
Can you scoot over to the right just a little bit?
Can I scoot over to the right?
Right there. There you go. Now you're in the middle. Don't say nothing. Just scoot over.
Y'all should see me.
Shining.
I have a prop. My prop is a what you call this thing, Alex? It's a iron board. Yeah, mine is on. I got my prop on an iron. Yeah, I'm in the hotel trying to get this thing right. Okay, so you all have been. It's been on every news station. It's been on everything this week, and that is the recall. So there are some mixed feelings out there about this recall. And then I found out there's getting ready to be a meeting at Cornerstone Baptist Church with the DA. All right. Hey, Bishop Barnes. Um, and so I guess the black people are saying
What?
that we have we're wrong because we're not giving her a chance, and they keep throwing up. She's the first African American DA, and we need to give her time. Well, what does that have to do with anything if she's not doing her job? And that's a given fact. She's not doing her job. That's a given fact uh, in our estimation. So there's two people. There's two groups of people. Um, there's some people that voted for her because she's black. Okay, I get that. And then there are some people that says we have not given her a chance. But you constantly keep making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. Now they are going after her boyfriend because, um, yeah, I guess there's some boo stuff going on right there. And they're investigating him. I think the FBI is investigating him, if I'm not mistaken, or the state. Okay, I get that. But you are, isn't it over for us putting people in office because they're black and we think they're going to do something for us? Shouldn't we be putting people in office that is going to help? The doggone streets of Oakland are totally out of control. Conventions don't want to come to Oakland. People don't want to go eat in Oakland. People don't want to come out in Oakland. People are scared to go out. It doesn't matter if it's day or night. People are scared to go out in the city of Oakland because the new word is what, bipped. They feel like they're gonna get bipped. They feel like their house gonna get robbed. They feel like they're gonna get held up at gunpoint. They feel like their car is gonna be taken away from them. They're gonna get hit in the head. I mean, just two bad events have taken place right in front of Brenda's office this week. Go ahead, Brenda.
Oh, my turn. No.
Don't start no nonsense with me.
Yeah, the other morning, and I posted it on my page where a young lady was attacked. She was hit in the head with a assault rifle and drug across the street. Luckily, young men came out of the business and were able to, kind of step in. They didn't get her purse. And she did have to go to the hospital because it was very traumatic for me looking at the video. Yesterday morning at about 4:30, some patrons were robbed of all of their belongings, took the car, and they had to walk back to the restaurant. A friend of mine called me and said that her neighbors, somebody had broken their house. This was just yesterday as well. The wife was 80 something years old. So she was at home by herself first. The young man came through the window upstairs and came in the house and was ransacking the house. The lady had dementia. So she really didn't know what was going on. Then the husband came in. And so when he came upstairs, they took them both downstairs and tied him up and took what they needed to take. Luckily, their lives were spared. Because they were really not a threat. They were old people. You know what I mean? Older Asians. And that's just it's really ridiculous.
So check this out. I did a little research, y'all. If you go on Google and go and do a search and you ask the question, is Oakland safe? Look what it says. Indeed, Oakland, California is one of the most dangerous cities in the United States. This is what can be deducted from the many statistics on crime. Oakland has a crime rate higher than the average for American cities, but also for other cities in California, such as San Jose, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. It's sad, you all. It's sad. It's on the trip advisory on the Travelers Worldwide to don't go to Oakland.
Oh no.
It is.
Don't come here. Don't come here, y'all now.
Yes, it's on the site in the 2023. Oakland here it is right here. Is Oakland safe to visit in 2023? 2023, y'all. Oakland has the highest national average crime rate, but that doesn't mean it isn't safe to visit. That already scares the heck out of people. That already scares people.
Yeah, of course.
And we got a mayor that want to raise but ain't doing nothing. What can we say that our mayor have done since she's been in office since January? She did finally
already
run
got the raise, so ain't nothing we can do about that.
I know that. That ain't even my point, but she's more concerned about her pockets than fixing crime in Oakland. When is the first time she sat down and really met with some preachers, met with the NAACP, met with these victims who have been pistol whooped, who have been out, families that have been murdered? Do we know? Has she reached out, Brenda, to any of your families and talked to them and offered her deepest condolences to families of these victims of violent crimes?
Nope. So I'm looking on Coalition for a Better Oakland, and it says San Francisco cops 2,000 murders per 100,000 6.4. Oakland cops 710 murders per 100,000 27.4.
My God. And they call San Francisco dangerous, but Oakland is more dangerous than San Francisco.
Yeah.
It is on the list as one of the most dangerous cities in the nation. Y'all, this is a national search. We're considered one of the worst and one of the most dangerous cities in California. But in the world, we're on the national worst cities list in the world. And we have people in office that's not trying to make Oakland safe. Now, let me say this about Pamela Price. You're going to have to start holding people accountable for the actions that they have caused. And you're not doing that. You're slapping people on the wrist. It is horrible. What about our families? You're jeopardizing the police. You're putting the police lives at risk by continuing to slap violent criminals who are on parole and probation with a slap on the wrist. Something is not right. I don't understand your rationale. I don't understand your thought process. Yes, we heard you when you said you were working on recall when you were running for office. But this recall, this rehabilitation that you were talking about, it was not explained to us that these young 17, 18, 19-year-olds, 16-year-olds kids are going to be out in 2 years, a year, 5 years, 7 years. How do you get out of jail for 7 years for killing 3 people? And then go get time served. Something's not right about this. And Oakland, y'all ain't making enough noise. Sometimes y'all be saying me and Brenda be doing too much, and some of y'all don't want to watch Real Talk, but we talk about real life issues that's going on in the city of Oakland. That's where I live, work, and worship.
Doing too much. Well, I ain't heard that one.
I believe
you talk offline about that.
But I believe there are some people that say that. Yeah. I didn't say that I've heard that, but I believe there are some people that are saying that. Just like when we had LaRon Armstrong back, and we still got his back. We were the only ones that were really very outspoken, and we didn't care. Number one, that's our friend. Number two, he was making Oakland a safer place. Number three, he was about to get us out of this doggone
Oversight.
racist slavery mentality that the Oakland has, where the oversighter, where he is being paid $100,000 a month, and no police chief for 20 years have ever been able to maintain and stay in office. And every time we get close to fixing everything that's on the oversighter list to be fixed, a police chief gets fired. And he's still the oversighter. Why we haven't fired him? As bad as Oakland need money. Allergies, y'all. So there's a recall for Pamela Price. And she has a few supporters. Not as many as they think they have. And we need, I think it's 93,000 votes. 91,000 votes.
We need 93, but we're going for 150,000.
Okay. Minimum is 93,000. We're going for 150,000.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusion. And you know, that was brought up in the paper. So when we started the process, we went to the register of voter to get the guidelines. Well, they didn't have any guidelines. So we've been kind of sitting on this for a minute, waiting on them to get guidelines. So we chose to use the two that are out there. There's a county guidelines and there are state guidelines. So what we did was we put them both together. So make sure that we met both of them. One says that we need 70,000 and one says that we need 93. And there are some other things, you know, they both weren't exactly the same. So we chose to use them both to make sure there is no reason why they can say that we aren't in compliance with what needs to be done. So they came out with a press release the other day saying that they're still working on it. And, you know, we've never had a county recall in 35 years or even ever. Well, when we contacted you a month and a half ago and told you what was coming up, you had a whole month to come up with it. So they're diligently. Okay.
A whole month.
Whole month. Yeah. We contacted them in July. So, you know, they'll have a few more. They only got a few more days left to come up with some info. But we were instructed by the clerk on which specific line items to use on each of them. So we're straight on our end. He just ain't straight on his end. And that's the register of voter, which I'm not really sure why he's still employed, because we've had a lot going on with these elections.
And it's still the same person.
It's the same person. Yes. Yeah. So between the clerks and the register of voters, I mean, everything's been just crazy.
I have this is a question for our audience, and it's always replayed again at 9 p.m. But I have a question for our audience. Oakland, why are y'all so quiet? You want a safer Oakland. Some people never fought for LaRon's job, who was making Oakland safe. You want to be able to drive through the town. You want to be able to go to sporting events and support your children and grandchildren. I'm just wondering why Oakland is so quiet about all the rigmarole and all of the nonsense that's going on in our cities. Why y'all not talking? Why y'all not enraged? Why y'all not outraged with what's going on in our city? Our city is tore from the floor up. We can't ride down the streets because of the potholes. The mayor lied about she was gonna fix every pothole. She must have not drove down East 14th. Jerry Brown called it international. You must ain't drove down East 14th. When the last time you rode down San Leandro Boulevard? When the last time you rode down Foothill Boulevard? Where have you been? Have you taken a ride through the town? Have you Have you really looked out and searched the land of the position that you wanted and the position that you basically snuck your way into and became mayor of Oakland? Pamela Price, I don't get it with you. What is your stance on just these little kids have done the crime, now they must pay for the crime that they've done. They've done the crime, now they got to pay their time to society, and they continue to do it. These kids walk up to you in the middle of the day and break your window and snatch your personal belongings out your car. They walk up to you and put a gun to your head and take. I found out the other day, Pastor Jeffrey Parker, who was my frat brother, my fraternity brother, was robbed downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Bishop Keith Clark was robbed at gunpoint. Pastor Elliot Ivy, car was broken into in 5 minutes. He ran in to get some food, came back out, and within 5 minutes, his car had been vandalized. Backpack in there. His love offering was in there. That was stolen. I mean, it ain't safe for nobody. It ain't safe for preachers. It ain't safe for Asians. It ain't safe for African Americans. It's not safe for anybody. And doggone it, we really need to start looking at changing administration and not putting people in office because they're black, but putting people in office because they will do the job that they are supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
City council need to hold people accountable. What is the city council doing? Y'all not enraged or outraged by the crime that is transpiring in the city of Oakland? I'm in Sacramento right now. I don't know if any of my friends from Sacramento are on here. I haven't seen anybody. And like I said, I'm on my phone. I'm not on my laptop. But I'm looking at the homeless people here, not far from where we are. We're right downtown. Alpha Fraternity retreat is right downtown. But I'm noticing that there are homeless people on the streets. It ain't no baskets out there that they done stole from Safeway, Lucky's, Albertsons, Home Depot. It ain't, the tents are neat. They're lined up. It's not trash piled up high as a building. It looked like they went and bought tents for homeless people to neatly put on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
They're not blocking the entire sidewalk. I'm telling y'all, I would like to go back and make it right, but I'm not going to embarrass anybody because I don't want anybody, I don't want to humiliate anybody or embarrass anybody because they're homeless. That ain't right to be showing their faces. But just their look. When you pass by a homeless encampment in Oakland, they got wood, they got bicycles, they got tons of trash, rats running everywhere and mice running everywhere. I mean, in Oakland, it's just like they don't give a damn. They don't care about how Oakland looks. They don't care nothing about the trash. They don't care nothing about the homeless. There are over 6,000 homeless people in Oakland. It is. That's one of the reasons why Fuller's Funeral closed down. It's simply because all that area around there, about 46, 47 International, on the one-way street, on the side streets, campers parked in front of the place. Time people get out their cars, they were robbing their cars. They were stealing change out of their ashtrays. They were stealing they were stealing chargers, anything of any value that they can go and get some I guess turn it in and get some change for it or whatever. Anything that they can turn in, they can get some money for it. They were getting it. And Funeral Home was like, well, it's not that bad up there by CP. We're going to condense this place. We're going to sell this place. Our corporate office said we're going to sell this place, and we're going to invest money in the Fullers in Richmond that don't have that problem, and the and CP Banner. And that's what our corporate SCI did. But when are we going to be mad and upset? When are we going to start bombarding petitions and letters. When are we gonna get? We need to make a day. And Brenda, this is the largest gave this to me right now. We need to make a day where we have a flyer with every city council person's name on there and their telephones on there, including the mayor. And we ask 2 or 3 thousand people to just call their phones all day, leave messages, call their phones all day, and leave messages about how upset we are. I wonder if we could pass that out at our churches. Brenda, I think that's something that we need to take lead on because you know, me and you ain't scared. We don't mind taking lead on stuff like that. We ain't scared. We ain't never scared because we from the town.
Yeah, that was
what you
funny.
think, Brenda?
Hey, we could do that. You know, you gotta wake them up. One or two, contacts is not shaking anybody, and we have way too many issues in our city for people just to continue, just let it go by. There's way too many things going on. We fighting for everything,
Right.
and that's unfair to taxpayers.
Right. Linda Collins, you are correct. We do need people in position that will do their job.
Yeah.
The mayor ain't doing her job. The DA not doing her job. I don't believe nobody on the city council is really doing their job. Where were they when LaRon got fired? Noel Gaio is the only one that I know that really spoke up on LaRon's behalf.
Yeah.
And he was very vocal about it. He was very vocal about it. He didn't care. Showed up at press conferences, showed up at our events. He didn't care. But why he was the only one that showed up?
People are just they scared to stand up.
Right. Why is a Latino fighting for African Americans? Really? Yeah, I went there. And I'm not racist right now. Why African Americans can't stand up for African Americans? Why do we have other ethnicities standing up for us and helping us when we won't even stand up for our own selves?
Mm-hmm.
I'm making good sense, Brenda.
Well, then that's the problem. People say that all the time. We talk about what we want to see as change, but then we don't never, step out and be the change. And it was funny because I went to an event for a friend of mine. It was her birthday, and I think it was her wedding anniversary as well. So when I walked in there, it was maybe 3 African Americans and about 50, other nationalities. And I was like, oh, you done set me up, And so I told they did the badge, and I said, just put my first name on there. And it was really interesting that when I said what's your last name? And I said, it's you. I was like, oh God, I gotta go. And then people will walk up to me, hey, Brenda Grisham. I was like, you know my name? A council person that I never ever met in person. He walked, hey, Brenda Grisham, how you doing? I said, you know my name? He said, who don't know your name? I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Who don't know your name? And I've never sat in his presence ever. It's all about the mission. I ain't scared to stand up for. It's not nothing different than I've been doing for the last 12 years. It's just that it's at a different level now. And, a young man told me Tuesday when we were at the courthouse, he said, nobody cares about the parents. They're just running off of emotion. I was like, what? Wait, hold up. No, we're not doing that. I mean, it's what he said. I got a problem with people hollering and screaming at me when I don't even know you. You just walk up, I'm talking to press, and you start hollering and screaming at me. That's a problem. I'm going to need you to back up. And then what we don't do is bring my son into a conversation. So there was an interview on Channel 5 where I was talking about Christopher's murder. I was responding to the young man, because he came at me about, well, your son's case is not solved. Why you not going after the police department? Why you didn't recall Nancy O'Malley? I said, oh, we're not doing that. No. We're not doing that. My son ain't got nothing to do with this. This ain't a police issue. This is not a Nancy O'Malley issue. But the one good thing I did say was, at least I got a phone call from them. I got a phone call. A parent today, she brought the letter that she got from the DA's office. She explained what the letter said to her. And then she said, I printed a copy. It's right over there for everybody to see. I don't have time to talk to you. I'm busy. I'm working on my budget. But you made a life-altering decision with this family to let their son's killer out on the street in less than 2 years. The boy is walking on the street and they shot their child in the face and killed him. She felt it was an accident. Even though there was a house of people that were there, he tried to drag the body outside and they called 911. He's on the streets. They'll never have grandchildren. He's never going to get his degree. They're never going to see him get married. But the young man that killed him is on the street without a phone call. I don't have time to talk to you. What?
And he got out in 2 years for murdering.
Less than 2. Yeah, the young man was murdered in 2021, and he got out. She let him out about a week ago. Gave him time served. Yeah,
that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem. You saying that their child in so many words means nothing. You're more concerned about rehabilitating this boy in programs that's failing people than the families. That's a slap in the family's face. And see, I'm going to say this, and I give no cares again what y'all going to say about me. I give no damns. They need to have people in office who's dealt with victims of violent crimes.
Exactly.
You need to have people whether it's directly, it don't even need to be indirectly.
Mm-hmm.
If there are some people that are strong enough, need to be over these boards and over these auxiliaries and these committees, it need to be people like you that fit the shoes. Everybody is not as strong as you, Brenda.
No, they're not.
It's not. It's like you're the Energizer bunny.
That's what the lady said today. She said, Miss Grisham, every time you speak, you speak about the issues. It was like 5 families there today that nobody knew about. Nobody knows about them. What they're going through. The Reinhardt, his birthday is next week, I think, or his birthday's coming up. And the young man that killed him, they were in an accident. And he got out his car to give them his information. The guy shot him and killed him. The young man was implemented in 3 other murders. Guess what? He's getting 7 years.
For 3 murders.
Well,
so you killed.
But that one murder, we talking about the one murder, but he's been implicated in 3 more murders. So he's the sentence that he's getting is 7 years, something like that, 8 years.
Not for 7 years for each murder. 7 years
just for the one. Yeah. That's even not enough for the one. I mean, he's a good citizen. Y'all got into an accident and he getting out to give you his information and you shoot and kill him. Oh, wait a minute. What do you call that?
And these people are just in the forgotten files.
Yeah. But these are recent cases. These ain't old cases, or these are cases that Nancy had charged. And they just got resentenced. And unfortunately, she don't want to talk to anybody. Well, we can't really do that. So if you don't have time to talk to somebody, there should be some advocates in your department that can talk to these families.
There ought to be a liaison.
At a certain time, it's too late. So with the Harris family, it's too late because it's already set in stone. But what if that mother and that stepfather or the sisters, cousins would have walked into a store or McDonald's or something and saw the young man there? Because nobody knew this had happened. They found out on a fluke. Dates had been changed, and she talked about it today, and it's probably going to be on 5, 4, 7, 8. She talked about it today. Whereas their Marcy's law rights are being violated. You're supposed to, by law, let these families know what's going on. It's a law. It's been in law, and I know that they know. about it because I've spoken to, I've met with the staff over there and they know exactly what Marcy's Law is and what it entails. But, you're ignoring what's going on here. No, we can't do that, And like he said, the young man said, that is the demographics of what they feel about the families. I think she personally said it on her interview with Betty about, no, I don't want to talk about that. When talking about the young man that got killed at Home Depot. Well, the girl is getting 2 years for having a gun, and then whatever the other charge is carries 3 years. She shot that man in the heart at close range. His body fell forward. She reached down and picked up the item that she was stealing and walked out. There are witnesses. There's cameras. They even have the gun. She's going to 5 years. 5.
And ain't nobody saying nothing about this. I mean, y'all defending her. Y'all are defending Pamela Price for this, and y'all just think it's okay. It is not okay to kill somebody. God, these youngsters on the street are violent. Half of y'all is scared of them.
But y'all keep saying the youngsters. The demographics of the crimes, they're 17 to 35. Them ain't kids. They 17 to 35. Them ain't no kids.
Well,
them is adults.
17-year-olds are kids. I consider the kids. At
well, okay,
54,
well, 18 and up. 18. Now
I still consider 18-year-old kids.
It's dwindling down to 12 because the older people are gathering up to make them go out and do these types of things. But it's more adults than kids committing these crimes.
That's not easy for me to be lost at words sometimes. It's really not me because I always got something to say. But this is ridiculous. It's making my nasal congestion even get congested even more. And I'm dealing with all this pollen up here.
The young lady that they found, I think it was Thursday night. Let me look at my phone. Thursday night, dumped in the hill. She was shot in the head and in the arm. And they just threw her, out of the car or whatever, just threw her on the side of the road like she meant nothing.
We talking about Oakland, y'all. We ain't talking about San Francisco. We ain't talking about San Jose. Y'all, we talking about Oakland. We talking about this is stuff that's going on in Oakland, real talk.
Mm-hmm.
We bring up issues that's going on in our city. This is what's going on in Oakland.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous. This crime is ridiculous. And it's not getting any better. It's getting worse. I'm not going to be on here too much longer, y'all, because I can't take this.
And if anybody has anybody that's missing, if you could inbox me, because we, as of last night, we're still trying to identify who she is. So if you have anybody that's missing, you can inbox.
She is an African American.
She's African American. Yes, she is. Yes. Yeah, but we have identifying things that can identify who she is. So if anybody has know of anybody that's missing, please inbox me so we can get her family notified.
Yeah. It's sick, Bishop Millican. Thank you, Pastor Lavelle Jones. Yes, I have love for my city, and I'm gonna always have love for my city. I work there. I live there. My children live in Oakland. My parents live in Oakland. My 99-year-old grandmother live in Oakland. My church members live in Oakland. You doggone right, I'm gonna be a component and a strong lover of Oakland. Oakland is where I went to elementary, middle school, and high school. Oakland sent me to Atlanta, Georgia to go to Morris Brown College, graduate from college. And I was taught at Morris Brown College that you go back, you graduate, you're on a different level, you're on a higher level, you go back to your city and you give back to your city and you lift people up to where you are. That's what I was taught at Morris Brown College, that you give back to your community. And that's what I've been doing. I ain't got paid. Doing ceasefire, I never got paid. I got pimped doing ceasefire.
What?
Yeah, I got pimped through ceasefire. Other people was getting paid, but I wasn't getting a dime, and I did it for 4 or 5 years. But anyway, that's another subject. That's a whole nother show. Getting pimped by ceasefire. Pimped by the
That's
McBride
not
brothers. But
nice, Doctor.
anyway,
You don't work for ceasefire. Let's not talk about my people.
ceasefire started at the Victory Baptist Church.
I know where it started. I seen you with your
For
little
the,
jacket walking the streets.
exactly. For the third time, it worked. I understand it's still going on right now. But, you know, it was too dangerous for me to have my children out there, and I can't do it. But I do have strong love for Oakland, and I will continue to have strong love for Oakland because Oakland is the only place I want to be. I have a heart for the inner city, and I'm waiting for the Lord to place us in East Oakland so that I want to be in the heart of the ghetto. I want a church in the heart of the ghetto so that I can give back, so that I can do a whole lot of stuff. My church is hungry. My young adults are hungry. I got people around me that are hungry to do ministry and do the work of the church. I have fraternity brothers that are ready to do some work, and all of that. A Macedonian call for the Macedonian call was a whisper. I believe
Who
it.
said that?
Bishop Melican,
Oh,
and he put it in all caps. It was a
oh my
whisper.
God.
I believe it. It doesn't surprise me because people say they fed up, but they not willing to do no work. They're not willing to stand up and talk. They just say they fed up. But at the end of the day, if you fed up, what kind of actions do you have? Who are you sending? Okay, you may can't go. You may can't walk far, but who are you sending? Who are you influencing? Because we bring y'all straight facts. Go ahead, Brenda. We bring y'all straight facts every week. Brenda, you sent me something this week about the crime level, how it has skyrocketed.
Yeah. Where is it? Well, see, what people don't understand that the situation that's going is that's going on is a combination of a bunch of things. The combination of the community not stepping up. Now you know you bought your son them tennis shoes you saw knocking that old lady over. You need to get your kids, pull them by the ear like my auntie used to do in church. Big T would get us, and she would drag our little behinds where we needed to be. Not being held accountable for the crimes that are being done is another thing. Nobody wants people's kids to be locked away and the key thrown in the water, but we need them to be held accountable. They need to sit down. They need to know that they've done something wrong. And it's not happening. And it really needs to. So the combination of us not doing our part and definitely the job that should be done is not being done makes it even worse. And like you said, nobody's saying nothing. So, you know, it's good and it's all good in the hood. And then we're going along until it happens to you. And then it's a problem. It's a 911. But we should be concerned about the other citizens that are in our city. And we just really are not. Like I said, the young men came out of the cafe and the man walked up on the boy and, you know, that man had an assault rifle. But, you know, they went out there to save that lady's life because she could have lost her life. And that was commendable for them. But how many people do that? You know, it was very dangerous. And I talked to him about that. That was very dangerous.
Yeah.
It was very dangerous. But at that time, you know, that young lady, they drug her all the way across the street.
Right. I saw you sent me the video.
Yeah.
And
It's
most
on
of these
the page.
people
You know, they
carry
drug her across the street, and that's just
most of these people are scary. They could have lost their lives because these Negroes carrying these guns are scary as hell anyway. And they shoot just like that lady. I heard that lady was in her 70s. They kicked her door down and she went to shooting on. They said they was running out of. People said they was running down the street, shooting, turn around, shooting backwards. I heard about 20 rounds went off in the house and nobody got hit.
Nobody got hit.
But that's what.
They were scared.
That was, you know, I hate to say that was good for them, but it's gonna take that. It's gonna take some funerals. It's gonna take some people dying on the streets to quit doing that stupid stuff. Take your behind and go to a trade school, go to a technical school. How about graduate from high school? How about go to college? How about vote? How about get a job? How about take care of your children? How about stuff like that and be productive in society? Make your own money.
Right.
Because somebody
Exactly.
gonna kill y'all youngsters on the
Yeah.
street. Y'all gonna run up on somebody that's packing and they gonna put a bullet in your head. They gonna wear your behind out with them bullets. And I ain't prophesying that, I ain't saying that, but people are getting fed up
Right.
in the town with the violence and the crime, and they're going to start taking the law in their
Into
own
their
hands
own hands.
because
Yeah.
you guys are these youngsters on the street, and I'm talking to somebody's nephews, somebody's grandchildren, their sons and their daughters. Even they keep breaking in people, they keep going and breaking jewelry stores and breaking in malls. And they was in Rodeo Drive. They hit the Rolex shop up. These
Really?
ignorant idiots, yeah, these ignorant idiots hit a jewelry store up on Rodeo Drive and went in there with hammers, breaking all of the glass displays in there. And then when they got home, all of those Rolexes that they took had tracking devices on there. So they went
Good.
right to where they were.
Good.
Exactly. My point exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are going to get, some people, yeah, and y'all church people going to probably get mad at me, but y'all know I'm telling the truth. Some people are going to take the law in their own hands and they are going to start shooting at these fools that continue to take what they have worked so hard to accumulate and acquire. And it is ridiculous that it's going to have to come to that, but it's going to have to come to that for some of these guys to go somewhere and be like, man, we got to find something else to do. I need to take my behind to school. I need to go to college. I need to go to a technical school. I need to go to a trade school. I need to go to a junior college. I need to pick up me a doggone trade so that I can get an honest job and quit inconveniencing people. So nowadays, I just found out nowadays people are cleaning out their entire car. They're leaving their windows cracked and they're leaving their glove compartments open so people can walk up to the car and see ain't nothing in here to steal. That's what they said people are doing.
I don't even leave my insurance or my registration in my car.
Yeah. Bishop said he believes the National Guard is next. Well, what's person got enough sense to call the National Guard? Because it sounds like we have some educated, incompetent people in office.
Well, and right now it's at the next step up. The governor and the attorney general should be, making some plays as well. Oh, but I think they both are on the other side. So no, they're not going to do anything.
Well, the police should. Well, the police didn't. Well, they didn't vote for the mayor. That's why she don't like them. They didn't. Yeah.
None of them like him. So yeah, whatever.
Yeah, they don't. We feel like they feel. So it's up. So maybe we need to get a petition and get a bunch of letters and send to the governor. And let the governor know how the citizens feel. And we feel like that the people are in office are incapable of handling the city of Oakland. And he needs to come in.
Do that.
Ain't nobody gonna do what?
Ain't nobody gonna do that with us.
Man, please. I believe we can get some people, Brenda. I believe people are really fed up in Oakland.
Okay.
I believe we can get some people. We ain't got to have no town hall or nothing like that. We can pull a Zoom together, and the first 1,000 people get on. That's it. We ain't gonna open up no more Zooms.
Okay.
We need to get a letter together and send, because let's do that after we bombard. Maybe we can do that within the next 2 weeks after we bombard, send messages and letters to city council, the mayor and the city council. What is your goal and what is your vision for making public safety first priority in Oakland? Because we ain't heard nothing. We ain't heard nothing from the mayor about public safety in Oakland. Okay, they put 5 highway patrol here. Okay, and what that is, they still killing. They're still robbing. They're still bipping.
Didn't somebody get shot on the freeway yesterday on 580 or something? Wasn't the shooting yesterday on the freeway? CHP need to be on the freeway. How about that? And they're looking for 1,000. They're trying to hire 1,000 CHP.
Yeah,
what kind of move was that?
Yeah, okay. 1,000 CHP. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. 1,000 CHP officers needed in the Bay Area, Northern California.
I'm finna look that up. Who's all these people following me? I'm gonna need them to stop. Oh, we're on live. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why people be saying we work together good, because we just say it. That's probably Northern California, the Bay Area. What is the possibility of? Hold on, let me put I need help. That's small. What is the possibility of establishing a slate of people for future positions via voting? Something to think about, Catherine. You see that, Brenda?
No, I didn't.
What is the possibility of establishing a slate of people for future positions via voting? Somebody that's going to listen to the community.
Yeah.
Because the mayor refused to talk to the community. She refused to show up at the town hall that we had. We had a neutral place. We had pastors there. We weren't going to let nobody jump on her. You got your own security team. Nobody wasn't going to jump on you. Ain't nobody stupid. Ain't nobody trying to do all that in a church. That's something to think about, Catherine. We got time. We got some stuff on here that we'll write down and we'll deal with that. And we'll bring that up. I'll be home next week, so I'll be in the studio, and I will be on my laptop and not on my phone, so I can really see what's going on.
So the CHP is a state organization. So It's called the 1,000 CHP 1,000 campaign. They are embarking on recruiting to fill 1,000 vacant officer positions. 1,000 vacant CHP positions.
Okay. I believe that's Northern California.
It's for the state. The state of California. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't we vote in November? I'm not positive, Captain. Lejean said, if our community takes this recall serious, that leaves a serious impression that our city officials must take serious. Well, you think that's going to make them take it seriously, John? How about put all of them out and get and start clean and get some people in there that's going to really do the job? I mean, that's just me rambling.
Well, this position needs the highest amount of votes of any recall person. So everybody else would require least fewer amount of signatures to get them out of office. So if we can, when we get what we need, that should send a message to the other people. Okay, the city's not playing. Get it together, because it's a joint effort. You cannot be in office and the taxpayers are paying your salary and you not talking to the taxpayers. That's not the way that works.
Right.
Community don't mean your partners that you could have in your backyard. The community means the community, period.
Right.
And you need to reach out to them, just like, they just had the thing for the chief to see what kind of person the people wanted. Okay, but they only posted it on Twitter. That was their means of advertising on Twitter. Who goes to the police commission website? Nobody. Half the people don't know what the police commission does. So they posted it on Twitter. And then outside people like myself posted it, on their pages or whatever. But the thing that bothered me most was the answer was LaRon Armstrong, somebody like the last one we had. Why did the mayor fire the last one? Where was y'all when he was fighting for his job?
Exactly.
That doesn't make any sense to me. It's the after effect that's the problem.
Right. And we have delayed reaction in the city of Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to become proactive.
I don't foresee it.
Me neither. But we gonna keep fighting. And if Real Talk and your pages and our foundations is the way that they're gonna get it out, then that's the way it's gonna get it out. I agree with you. It'll make them uncomfortable, John. I agree with that because it hasn't been done in Oakland. Yeah, I guess that is true, huh? If we recall the mayor, recall the DA, people gonna know. Okay, they serious in Oakland about public safety. So we need to pull up. We need to tighten up our boots, and we need to tighten up our belts, and we need to get serious about the city of Oakland. I like that approach, Lee John. I like that approach. All right, you all. I must get back to my retreat. I took an hour out, and I'm about to go hang out. I got to send my points to my media team for Sunday, and hope you all will join us online at 12 noon Sunday at the Victory Baptist Church, or meet us in person at 1028 West Grand. 12 noon sharp, we start. All right. Brenda, you got any final words?
No, bye-bye. Register to vote.
All right. Please register to vote, y'all. Please be registered to vote. Alex, thank you for taking care of Uncle Marty.
Thank you,
and
Alex.
Brenda, we appreciate you so much. Y'all have a blessed night. And again, if you just logging on, this will re-air the replay again at 9 p.m. tonight. All right, y'all. Peace out. Y'all have a good one.
All right.
Brenda,
Bye.
love you. See